What if strength wasn't about carrying it all, but knowing when to lay it down? Hey there, my name is Montina Myers-Galloway. I'm a licensed therapist. I'm the owner of Myers-Galloway Counseling, and I also created the Don't Call Me Strong retreat. And it is a retreat experience that is specifically designed to support the healing of Black women caregivers, whether they became caregivers intentionally by profession or unintentionally from a young age. The Don't Call Me Strong retreat is a retreat that's designed as a sanctuary for Black women to release the burdens of perpetual strength, reconnect with their authentic selves, and heal in a supportive community. Join the wait list. You do not have to do this alone.
Hello, 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 hello. Happy Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. Welcome to the Power Lab. Good morning. My name is Montina Myers-Galloway. I am a licensed therapist, a mental health consultant, and founder and CEO of Myers-Galloway Counseling in Charlotte, North Carolina. And for nearly a decade, my team and I have supported over 300 Black women through over 5,000 hours of therapy and emotional restoration. I help high responsibility women stop over functioning and lead with care without abandoning and betraying themselves. Welcome to the Power Lab. So, if you have ever said to yourself, something feels off, but I cannot put my finger on it, this episode is for you. Today, we are going to be talking about the things that drain our energy, the things that take away our time, and the things that impact our body physically. So, we're going to be talking about alignment and how to tell when you are out of alignment. So, last week's Power Lab, I talked about how your healing can slip, right? After an intensive or after a healing experience, how our healing can slip and the traps that sort of pull us back into our patterns and habits and our performance. So, this week, today in the Power Lab, I am going to be talking about how we can get into the moment of understanding when we are out of alignment. We're going to be digging into the moment before that slip happens, when your body starts to talk to you, and maybe we might be ignoring it or not listening to our body. So, I want you to know that alignment is not just about your values, it's deeper than that. Okay. Our nervous system really speaks to us, whether we get those heart palpitations or those butterflies. I want to show you how to recognize the signs before you burn out or before things just kind of go crazy. Okay. So, from my experience, my personal experience, and from my clients' stories, there are a couple things that show up when you are off center or out of alignment. So, the first thing is everything sort of feels loud, right? Everything sort of feels kind of noisy, chaotic. Um, you might be overstimulated by normal things, normal requests or decisions. And this is not, a weakness, and then it might come across as irritability, but this is the first thing that I notice when things are just sort of off, when you're out of alignment. The next thing that happens when you are out of alignment is your mouth might say yes, but other parts of your body might say no. So, for example, you get this real tightness in your chest or you get a pain. When you agree with something immediately without pausing, you might start to feel restricted, or your body might be telling you that you are misaligned before you are actually able to verbalize it. Okay. So today we're talking about the signs that you are out of alignment. First, everything feels loud, overstimulated, just like a bunch of noise. The second thing is you say yes, but some parts of your body might be saying no, or your chest might be tightening. The next thing to let you know that you are out of alignment is that fixer in you might come up to the surface. So suddenly you are solving everybody's problems. You have your hands in everything at work, at, at in a group setting, or with your circle of friends. Sometimes that over functioning coming back up, that might not be like compassion towards one other people. It might be like codependence, or it might be um, overdrive showing up. So we've talked about everything feeling loud. We've talked about, you saying yes quickly when you really meant no. We're talking about the fixer showing up. And then the last thing I want you to pay attention to is you might be having difficulty making small decisions. So when you are out of alignment, sometimes choosing what you want to have for dinner might feel exhausting. And that is decision fatigue. So when you're carrying a lot, when you have a high emotional load, I know sometimes even as a parent and a business owner, sometimes I'm like, okay, I don't want to decide anything. That is decision fatigue, and it can be overwhelming and discouraging sometimes. So again, these are not flaws, these are indications that something must be changed. Okay. So here are a few ways where you can practice simple ways to reconnect with yourself. First, I want you to pause. Stop the scrolling, stop the planning, stop the doing. Just pause for 60 seconds, just to take a beat real quick. Okay. After you pause, I want you to observe. I want you to notice the sensation that you might be feeling. Like I mentioned earlier, the butterflies. I bring it up in session all the time. You might have some armpit sweats, the tension. I want you to observe that. Now, next, I want you to ask yourself, what is true right now? Whether you have to write it down or you have to say it out loud. After you pause, after you observe, I want you to ask yourself, what is true for you right now? Then I want you to make a choice. You either exit or you engage, right? It's kind of like imagining a fork in the road, essentially. You decide if this moment needs a boundary from you or if this is a moment that you should engage in. Exit or engage. And then after you have made that choice, then it's time for you to realign. You could choose one small act that brings you closer to the center of yourself. It could be a no. It could be, saying no to something. It could be not answering the phone. It could be intentionally choosing to take a breath, or it could be choosing to take a break. And I want you to do this week. Okay. You can start that today. That's something easy that you can do immediately. And I want you to send me a DM. Let me know when you did this, what changes happen. I know that once you pause, reflect, and choose to engage or exit, alignment will come. So, with that, I want you to journal this week. I want you to write in your journal and tell me, where did you what during what point this week did you override what your body was telling you? And I want you to think about, what did it cost you? Extra sleep, feeling rested? What's one boundary that you have been postponing, and why? And then the last journal prompt is, what does truly being in alignment feel like for you? Okay. So if this resonates with you, if you want to talk about how you can get in more and further alignment, we've got some exciting, amazing offerings. I am offering a Your Mind Body Reset EMDR intensive. It is a personalized experience with me. EMDR is an amazing tool and resource that you can use that helps you reprocess um, distressing memories that make them less distressing. So if this resonates with you, book a power chat. I can walk you through how to get unstuck. There have been times, if there have been times where you feel like you have gone over and over and over the same thing, that might be an indication that EMDR would be very beneficial to you. So I want you to know, and I want to close and think and let you think about this. Alignment does not mean perfection. I'm not talking about being perfectly balanced, but what I am saying, alignment is the permission to be honest, the permission to show up as you authentically are. So I want you to put your comment in the comment section, replay, to let me know that you saw this video. Send me a note, and if you're watching this later, I want to know your thoughts. When has been some times when you have been out of alignment, and what did it cost you, and how did these tips help you? Okay. All right. So I will see you next Wednesday in the Power Lab at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Black women, have you ever felt like you've been the caretaker for everyone else in your life? Well, I'm here to tell you, it's time to break free. Our exclusive membership community, Legacy Shifters, we've created an experience specifically for Black women just like you. Through live workshops with me, Montina Myers-Galloway, a licensed therapist, and my expert team, plus a private app-based community of women who understand, you'll gain the tools that you need to set boundaries, to prioritize yourself without guilt, and create a life that's truly yours. Don't wait. Join today. You'll save with our annual membership discount. Visit legacy-shiftersmn.co. Say it with me. I deserve this. Legacy Shifters is here to help you live it.